Welcome back to the Nerd Bros Podcast, episode 23.
Chat, we can't get one started without like some sort of laugh or like something funny. We just spent 30 minutes talking on here and just laughing. Like we haven't talked in like a week, which is kind of how it feels like this kind of talk.
Yeah. Also, these hats were not planned.
It was not planned, chat. It was not planned. He was not like he was in the Discord, but he wasn't on screen. I was on screen. I had my hat, right? I had a different hat on. So I leaned back to get a different hat, grab it. When I turned back, he turns his screen on and looks at me and we're wearing the same hat. It happens, bro.
This pod is sponsored by HD.
This pod is sponsored by the Go HD.
That's right. Well, before we get into anything, we're going to go ahead and pray like we normally do. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much for this day. And thank you for this brand new week, this new opportunity that we have to just talk about nerd things and on the pod. Thank you for giving us a platform to speak on, Lord. I praise you for this time of year, Jesus. I praise you and I thank you for just the gift that you brought when you came to this world, Lord, and which eventually led to salvation for all who come to believe in you. I pray that more people will come to the knowledge of the truth, Lord, and I pray that during this time of year we'll all celebrate the real reason for the season. I pray that you'll bless this podcast tonight. Please be with all of the prayer requests that we have. Please be with all those out there who are listening. I pray you'll continue to guide and strengthen them in their lives. Please be with us in our lives and help us to glorify you in everything we say, think, and do. Amen.
Amen. Chat, it's a packed one. We have so much to talk about. It is man, these next few weeks on the pod, bro.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We got a jam-packed one this week. Next week's gonna end up being our preview and like thoughts before Stranger Things, and then we have 2 straight Stranger Things episodes.
Ooh. It's in there, chat. It's packed. It's a good time of year. Oh yeah. I was gonna talk to you about something. Remind me after the pod. Right?
Okay.
Let's do it next week.
Okay.
All right, chat. Oh wait, this is you, bro. This is you.
All right. So we got some news that came out today. And so this has been something that we have kind of talked about a little bit before with Spider-Man Brand New Day. As you know, Spider-Man is obviously in this film. It'd be stupid if he wasn't. But
That'd
we
be
also
crazy,
have the Punisher.
bro.
We have the Punisher showing up, and we have the Hulk showing up. But we got some news today regarding what version of the Hulk that we're going to be seeing. So a report came out by Daniel RPK that says Spider-Man and Punisher will reportedly team up to fight the Gray Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And there's some strong rumors talking about the Hulk in this film. And now this is something that we've heard for a while. He's going to be mind controlled. Whether that's by Mr. Negative, we don't know. Whether it's going to be by Shathra, we have no idea. But he's going to be mind controlled, and this is apparently going to awaken several sides of Bruce Banner's personalities. And we're going to see an angry version of the Hulk, a gray version of the Hulk, and an intelligent version of the Hulk, and he can change at will.
That's interesting. That's gonna add a lot to his character. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, they've said that this film is going to be Peter and Bruce both dealing with past traumas, and they're kind of trying to battle through that, get over that, and just kind of stop living with all that stuff. But what's crazy, and this has come out again as a rumor, they're talking about the Hulk is apparently going to be so angry and uncontrollably savage at some point in this film that it could push him to the brink of killing somebody.
Ooh, Peter?
Who knows? That I still think that could be the big thing. Like he kills Peter, and then Peter gets the black suit. That'd be sick.
Ooh, dude, that would be so cool, bro. That would be cool.
But yep, Gray Hulk. So it'd be pretty interesting to see. I believe in the comics, the Gray Hulk's personality, they call him Joe Fixit. But he's pretty solid. He's a great character. Fix-It Felix Jr.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all time, Hayden Christensen, has said that he wants to make a Darth Vader series or show or movie. Series or show. What a goober. Look, I've said it on the pod before. Me and Evan have talked about it a lot. I really want a Darth Vader series. Anybody that doesn't want a Darth Vader series, like I don't get that that take, to be honest. It doesn't make any sense to me. If they're going to do it, it needs to be Hayden. I 100% am locked in on that. I think it could be exciting, bro. What's some stuff you think they do?
I want to see him desperately between episodes 3 and 4 hunting down Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Seeing him train Starkiller would be cool.
Ooh. Dude, imagine they made that canon.
Dude, you get Hayden Christensen and Sam Witwer working together.
Dude, that would be so sick, bro. That would be so sick. I do think we're going to get Sam Witwer soon. And of course Hayden.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of Ahsoka. Because if they do bring in Starkiller, it's going to be Witwer. If they do make it the OG son, it's going to be Witwer. He played him in. It's got to be, right? I don't see who else they would cast as the son.
Dude, they even could do like a Cal Kestis and Vader story where you bring in Cameron Monaghan.
That would be clean. That just reminded me, I have another one. So we'll put it at the end of this.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I think a Vader series could be so cool, bro. I don't see any reason why fans wouldn't want a Vader series. I don't really see any reason why Disney wouldn't want to do a Vader series. That's got to be a moneymaker, no?
It should be. And as long as they actually put the proper amount of money into it.
Yeah, don't give us no $80 million budget and give the Acolyte 700. That wasn't actual numbers. I just was venting.
So, if they put the proper money into it, they take the time to do what they're supposed to be doing. It doesn't look cheap.
Yeah.
And they give us a good story. It'd be cool.
Agreed.
Because you don't just put Darth Vader on the screen just to put him on the screen. He needs a reason to be on the screen.
Yeah. Completely agree. Completely agree.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I saw this today. I have no idea how true this is, but it is news and rumors. So I read today that Millie Bobby Brown, or Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi, has filmed additional scenes for Stranger Things season 5.
That is confusing. The reason I say do you think, man, the reason I say it's confusing. First of all, the first reason I think it's confusing is because I believe she doesn't make it out. But if she does, that's the only reason she's doing additional scenes, no?
I would assume so, because you're not changing
The story.
volume. Yeah, you're not changing. It's so hard because we have literally 2 weeks left in the year. And they're coming out next week, the week after. So I don't know. Like, unless I really don't know, bro. I'm serious. When I read it, I was confused. But it was like a legit report, but it's only one place, so I don't know. But if it is, I could see them doing like she films. Oh, honestly, I could see her filming stuff for commercials, to be honest. It might be like some promo stuff.
That could be.
Or maybe they have something at the very end of the show where like it's like the cast or something kind of like just saying like a few words about it or like whatever, and that goes at the very end. Right. I can see that happening as well.
I don't know, man. I don't really know what other reason it would be that she's filming additional scenes when we're literally getting it a week from Wednesday, or is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Bro. That's crazy. I don't really know what to take from it. Besides the fact that it could be cool. You know what I mean? they could be doing something cool with it, which is what we want.
Which like stuff recently started coming out too about those like flashback or like the memory scenes because we saw them with like Mike and Hopper. Maybe we're going to see something with her.
Ooh, a flashback scene? Her and Mike?
Maybe
Her and Mike or her and Hopper or something?
her and Henry.
Ooh, her and 8. Yeah, that's sick. Evan's not a fan of 8, chat.
Not really.
I don't mind 8. It's one of those things where that storyline wasn't my favorite, but I like that they're incorporating her now. Like, I think that's cool because specifically because it means a lot to Elle. That's really the ladies and gentlemen, we have another piece of Star Wars. It's not really news, but it's kind of a so I don't know if you guys know, but Star Wars Meg is a big creator in the Star Wars space. She posted that she had an exclusive scoop. I haven't seen the whole thing, but she said that the Mandalorian and Grogu plot synopsis from earlier this year has been debunked. That's interesting because that means there's actually something deeper to the Mandalorian story, and that's really what I think all of us wanted. We don't want it to be all about I don't even remember the hut. I can't.
Rada.
Rada. We don't want it to be all about Rada. Like we want it connected to the Ghost Crew. Obviously, we know Zeb's in the movie. We want it connected to all of that stuff going on with Ahsoka. So that's what I'm hoping for. So I hope this is true. That's all been debunked and that it's actually a good connecting story. Because I honestly really want Luke too, if I'm being honest. Oh, which reminds me, I will say really quick. I saw a picture today where Mark Hamill recently met Sigourney Weaver for the first time. What Star Wars movie is Sigourney Weaver in?
Interesting.
He might be there for a reason. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if that's exactly where they met, but the timing of that is odd. Yeah, I'm hopeful, bro. Very hopeful.
That's not something I would have thought. Luke being in the Mandalorian movie. That's kind of cool.
Well, you gotta think he's got keys connected to Grogu,
Yep.
and it could be connecting to Ahsoka. Which
Imagine the end. Grogu chooses to be a Jedi,
after Mando dies.
and he goes and he trains with Luke, but he's still got his Beskar armor.
That could be it, chat. That could be it right there. I like that. I like that.
He's gonna become Jedi.
I hope he does. I feel like they're missing out if he doesn't, to be honest.
I've always agreed with that as well. Like I want him to be a Jedi. Like so bad.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Like why would he have the Force and he doesn't do anything with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than,
Yep.
tame some beasts.
I mean, yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
Mythosaur.
Yeah. Yep.
One more from me, ladies and gentlemen. I read today Tom Holland is supposed to be in Avengers Secret Wars, which they're still very adamant that he's not going to be in Doomsday, but he's said to be one of the main characters in Secret Wars. So that's kind of, we knew it was happening, but it's more confirmed now. But also, they're saying Charlie Cox's Daredevil is going to be in Secret Wars, which I'm excited about because he's not supposed to be in Doomsday either. But my boy Daredevil and Spider-Man better get a team up in this movie.
Yeah. How would you feel about a team up movie for them?
I want it so bad. I don't think it's going to happen in Spider-Man 4 anymore because they keep reporting that Charlie Cox is not in Spider-Man 4, even though the whole Hand organization who he fights is supposed to be in it. They're talking about Rosario Dawson possibly making a cameo as the night nurse in it because she's in Daredevil. So like he should be in it, and if he's not, I'm mad. I'm so mad.
But what if he's not in it, but it's still a banger, like a 9-8?
I'm fine with it, but I think if it's a 9-8, the reason it's not a 10 is because he's not in it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It drops to
Yeah.
0.2 from me because man, I want Spider-Man and Daredevil. Now, if Spider-Man 5 comes around and you get Thrice the Kingpin to be in the film and you can have both of them taking on the Kingpin, I'm all for that.
Yep. I think that'd be fire. I agree.
They have said too, though, that Brand New Day and Vision Quest are both supposed to lead up to Secret Wars.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
So this movie's not going to be. It's not going to be a tie-in for Doomsday, but it's going to be a tie-in for Secret Wars. And I think the big reason being, Doomsday is going to happen. The events of Doomsday are probably going to be technically they take place during Brand New Day. In the very end is where they end up creating Battle World, and then this one we're probably going to see Battle World maybe at the end of this movie.
Mm. Dude,
There's a
that's
chance.
exciting. That's exciting. That has me pretty hyped for Doomsday, bro. I mean, we've talked plenty of times how we've been worried. I think
I'm just
the skepticism is falling off.
I'm just saying it's going to fall off when we talk about the leaked trailer that came out, bro.
Chat, you heard that?
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, that's exciting. Speaking of exciting, I got something sick, bro. Now, I'm gonna first say that I understand that we have some time before we get all of these projects. But this is the current list of all the Star Wars games in development. Star Wars Jedi 3. Star Wars Zero Company, that comes out next year. The Amy Hennig game, from which is from Skydance New Media. They haven't announced what the game is or anything like that yet. Star Wars Eclipse. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. And the 2 Star Wars remakes for Knights of the Old Republic. That is,
Yes,
yeah. That's a hefty list, bro. That is You remember us talking about how they wanted to do 2 a year?
yes.
We're finally getting there. We're finally getting
It's
there,
just
bro.
not. It's just not going to start till 2030.
Oh, speaking of that, you reminded me. The creator of that game debunked that
What?
it was 2030.
The Fate of the Old Republic?
Yeah. Yeah, he came out and said, he goes, "Listen, I don't know who said that, but it's going to be out before 2030 because I'm not getting any younger." So,
2029.
December. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah. Yeah.
We got 4 years.
But no, like yeah, this is exciting. There's one flaw that I find with this list. I believe all of those games are single player. I have that flaw. We need
See,
that's why we need Battlefront, bro.
see, you know I like single player games.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic, except about one of them.
Zero Company?
No,
Amy Hennig?
one of the no. There's a reason. I'm excited for the game, but there's a game on here that I think should be multiplayer. And that should be the
Galactic
Racer.
Racer. Yes.
That game should be the multiplayer.
I will say that hasn't been confirmed or denied. So it still
So
could be multiplayer. It absolutely should. I 100% agree.
the rest of them, I could see why they're single player.
Yeah.
But that one should be multiplayer. It makes zero sense.
Yeah. I agree. Zero Company for me is probably my least excited just because it's turn-based. Obviously Eclipse, KOTOR 1 and 2, Fate of the Old Republic, and the Jedi game. Those are all big story-driven single-player games. Like that is exciting for the world of Star Wars because they're all going to be canon. So yeah, that's exciting.
Or you could just do a bunch of streams.
A lot, a lot. But see, that right there is part of the reason that I want a Battlefront 3. You know the kind of streams you could do with a game like that? Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's just. I hope the Amy Hennig game is good too. I honestly completely forgot about her doing it, doing that game. So, and of course, Eclipse. You know, we're not going to get till I'm like 42, but by that time, you know, I mean, I'll still be playing it, right? Yeah, yeah. That's all I have for that.
Yeah. Honestly, though, the future of Star Wars gaming actually looks good now. We talk
It
about it a
does.
lot. It looks good.
It does. It's a very it feels much better. I wasn't expecting 2 trailers and 2 announcements last week. So that completely changed everything for it. So, yeah, it's exciting.
All right. Moving on. This next segment, chat. My goodness. We were not expecting to get this many trailers in a week. And these have all come out since the last time we talked. Now, there's one I'm not going to be talking about today just because it's already out. But Marvel Rivals season 6. Well, technically that season's not out. See, the new season just arrived, but Deadpool is coming, and then Elsa Bloodstone will be after that for season 6, which starts in January. Um, but the ones that we're going to be talking about today, bro, what do you want to start with?
um because we were just talking about it, let's go ahead and start with Galactic Racer.
Okay.
So, chat I think it was during the Game Awards the other day, they dropped a trailer for Galactic Racer. Um and of course that's an announcement in and of itself. The trailer looked phenomenal. To me, you know, and Evan and I have talked about this a lot before. I've wanted a game, a pod racing game, where you can customize your character, customize your pod racer, race in all kinds of different planets across the Star Wars galaxy. The thought of that to me is super cool. They have not said whether or not the game is going to be multiplayer or single player only. I think they're missing out if it is no multiplayer. But other than that, I think the game looks incredible. It shows different maps. It just looks so cool. Jakku, Tatooine, etc. I think it showed Hoth. Looks super cool, bro. Looks super cool. It did show Sebulba. I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting. Sebulba with a beard, chat. That was pretty cool.
My biggest hope for this game, obviously, I want it to be multiplayer, but I want this to be a Star Wars version of Mario Kart.
Ooh.
Not like as like
Right.
I don't want
Animated like style, yeah.
yeah, animated and stuff like that where you can blow people up like with like a
Throwing
rocket.
bananas. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would love for there to be like, oh yeah, you can like shoot people while they're racing, like you do stuff like that. But dude, I want it to be like that. I want it to be like they come out with new maps like every few months or so. Um,
Very
there's an
immersive.
online, yeah, dude, I want it to be like that.
I think it'd be really cool if they had it to where you can play normally, like we will, or VR. That would be sick.
Ooh,
Yeah. VR would be sick.
that'd be crazy.
It would. I it would probably force me to get the PlayStation VR. I'm being really honest with you.
Yeah, bro. And then you set up like a freaking like bench or something, and you like deck out like something that makes it feel like you're driving the pod
Dude,
racer. That's
dude,
sick.
it'd be sick. Also, I do want to add really quickly. You remember how I just mentioned the 2 games a year thing?
Hmm?
We're getting 2 next year. Zero Company and Galactic Racer. About time, bro. It feels so
When
good.
Zero
It's
Company
about
come
time.
out?
Do what?
When Zero Company come out?
Uh I think it's third quarter, I think is what they're shooting.
Okay. I'm honestly excited for it. I don't dislike turn-based games.
See, I think my only problem is I don't have a lot of experience with them. So, I mean,
Like, dude, I didn't either until I played Midnight Suns. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, that's deep. That's
It's
fair.
good, bro.
Yeah. Yep. We can go on to whichever one you want to.
Ooh, what do I want to pick? Dude, speaking of the game, Lego Batman, bro. Legacy of the Dark Knight. This new trailer looks phenomenal, bro. Oh,
So
there's
so
so many scenes
so what did we
that
get
look
it?
just
Did
like
we get
out of the park.
gameplay?
It's more of like a theatrical trailer
Oh, okay.
because there's straight up scenes that look like they're straight out of the Arkham games. Except you have like Heath Ledger's Joker and you have like Jeffrey Wright's Jim Gordon. They did announce there's two versions. There's a standard version, and then you get the deluxe version. I'm buying the deluxe version because you get like the Arkham packs and stuff. You get the ability to play as the Joker and Harley Quinn. Um, so and we have a release date, May 29th.
Couple weeks after my birthday, chat.
Yeah, so take your birthday money and buy Batman.
So I'm saying. That's what
I
I'm saying.
do, but the trailer looks great. I'm standing on this, bro. I really think it's going to be the greatest Lego game of all time.
That's deep, chat. That's deep, but I love the confidence there. And to be honest, because personally right now I feel like it is the Skywalker saga, I'm fine with that. Because the more that they make games that beat the last one, the higher they set the bar. And I love that because we want better games, right? Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I do. I'm curious though what they're working on now because they're picking up a massive IP. So
they
you
are.
take Star Wars, yeah, you take Star Wars, and then you take Batman. What the heck's coming next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lego Stranger Things?
Wait. They just announced the first ever Lego Stranger Things sets.
Oh,
Oh, chat. I think chat Evan's onto something. Is that what they're doing?
they might be doing Lego Stranger Things game, all 5 seasons.
Oh my goodness, that would be incredible.
They said it's a massive IP.
That's a massive IP now.
That's like the number one Netflix original show.
Dude. That's insane, bro.
That'd be sick. I'd buy Lego Stranger Things.
Oh, 100%. I would 100% buy Stranger Things. Lego Stranger Things. Oh, really quickly. Just because the person's on the internet and I just want to show this. So, on my TV today, I turned on YouTube. I watch a lot of M&R and so like his videos will pop up. Look at his thumbnail.
What the heck?
Do you know who that is? We went to high school with
No.
him.
Uh-uh.
He used to hoop with us. Bro, that's Samo.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, Samo. Samo
That's
was on my
cool.
screen. I forget what his channel's called. He has a big Lego channel. Sansish? Sansish? I think that's it. Samo, shout out my boy. Shout out my boy Samo.
That's cool.
Although I don't think he's ever gone by that on the internet, so I apologize. Oops. Oops. My bad, bro. My bad. My bad. Chat, that's our boy Sansish, all right?
Might as well just gave away his social security number.
That's my bad. That's my bad. Hey, but hey Osamo, if you can introduce us to your boy M&R, that'd be sick. Been watching him for years, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, my bad.
the cat is out of the bag. Might as well just keep saying.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I was gonna talk about something else in terms of the Star Wars stuff, and I forgot, and now it's making me angry.
was it Fate?
Well, it was something that had to do with the gaming stuff, but I mean it's all right. Yeah, I can go into that one if you want.
Yeah, it's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got another trailer. We got another game announcement. 2 Star Wars game announcements in 1 year has felt very low lately, especially getting 2 in one night. I was not ready for that. I was not expecting it. Fate of the Old Republic, ladies and gentlemen. So excited. Looks absolutely beautiful. They just started that game, and they also just started their the dev team and all of that. So, and their studio. So we know that it's going to be a minute. But the creator of the team, I will say something that you probably don't know. I think they said a good chunk, like 70 or 75% of the development team that they have for this game worked on the OG KOTOR.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's big. That's big. So of course they have the knowledge of KOTOR. I believe people are saying I've seen people say that it's KOTOR 3, and I've seen people say that it's a prequel. Either way, I think that's really cool. I don't think it's a prequel because the ship, I can't remember the ship that was in the trailer, but that was I believe Malgus's ship, and it was destroyed and crashed. So I think that's sick. Super excited for that game. To be honest, I'm more excited to finally get Old Republic stuff than I am like Jedi 3. Like I'm way more excited for that than I am Jedi 3. And I like the Jedi games. I didn't finish either one of them, but I do like them. But something about Old Republic, man, is just so nostalgic for me. And knowing that we're getting that and potentially a full remake of the first two, bro. What a time to be an Old Republic fan, chat. What a time.
I'm really excited for it.
Mhm.
Like, because the last Star Wars game that came out for like single player was Jedi 2, right?
I think technically it was. Was it? Did that come out after Lego?
Because Lego was what, 19?
Oh no, Lego was 22
Oh, that's right.
or
When the heck was
21. Was it
Survivor?
21? Either way.
I gotta look that up. Jedi Survivor was 23.
Wow. All right.
So it's only been 2 years. It feels like it's been way longer.
Dude, it feels man, dude, these 2 years, bro.
But still, like, by the time we get it, it's going to be a little bit longer than that. So I'm looking forward to actually getting another single player game and actually being able to, like, it's been so long since I've even played the Knights of the Old Republic game, dude. So the fact that we're getting something in that era is going to be sick.
Yeah, I actually saw that they have a some kind of like Sith edition or something on sale for the Switch. And
Ooh,
it comes with all kinds of stuff, dude. It's like $200. It's 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 pretty cool. It comes with steelbook and all kinds of stuff. I think it comes with a saber.
so we'll got
So,
to be monetized before this comes out.
well, no, not this. No, I'm talking about like the actual, like the OG KOTOR they
Oh,
released for the Switch now.
I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that'd be really cool to have. I mean, I have it for Xbox, but dude, I would struggle to play it on Xbox, man. That's so old.
It is very old.
Yeah, yeah, pretty old. But yeah, chat. I am super excited for Fate of the Old Republic. Super excited for Galactic Racer. Super excited for the slate of games. Really, it's exciting. Super excited for Batman. I mean, bro, it's just finally we're getting like some just bangers for the gaming side of stuff that we do. So yeah, it's exciting.
Now we're gonna go into film slash television. Um, Supergirl. Supergirl. The first teaser came out. It was just over 2 minutes. I did a reaction to it. It was pretty solid. Um, Obviously, with it being a teaser, we don't know what's going on. Um, but it's said to be like pretty almost spot on to the comic book that it's based off of, which is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Um, and basically, hold on, I think I still got I still got the plot synopsis. Hold on, this is going to be the plot synopsis for the film. It says, when an unexpected and ruthless enemy threatens, Kara Zor-El is forced against her will to team up with an unlikely companion. Together, they embark on an epic cosmic journey where revenge and justice are at stake, and where Kara must confront her origins to find her own path as a hero. So, basically, we're going to see the destruction of Krypton in this film. Uh, we're going to see how she's dealing with losing her planet. Obviously, she goes to different planets. She's just gets drunk to not forget. Sorry, to forget. But she's going to be teaming up with Jason Momoa's Lobo, who was briefly in this trailer.
Ooh. Yeah, see, I
He
didn't see the
looks
trailer. I kind of, I'm slacking, chat.
he looks sick. Um, and what's crazy is there was a leaked scene. I posted it on TikTok 2 months ago now, and there was like a leaked fight scene of Jason Momoa fighting like on this ship, and I saw a thing recently of Supergirl fighting on that same ship. Well, in the trailer, you don't see Jason Momoa's Lobo on that ship, but you see that same exact ship, and she's fighting on it. So those scenes are real. So her and Lobo are going to be teaming up, fighting the enemy, and that is a confirmed scene.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
This movie is also currently it is under 2 hours.
Really?
Yep.
It's so hard, bro, because there's a couple of 3-hour movies, specifically Endgame and Batman, that have just they've set the tone, and I guess of Avatar too. They've set the tone for me, and like when things are below 2 now, I'm like, bro, like what are we doing?
I think my opinion of it for the DCU, if we're going to, if it's like an origin or like their first film and stuff, I don't mind them being shorter. I want the big events to be long movies.
That's fair.
But I don't mind the solo films or the origin stories being smaller and a little bit more confined.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, Millie Alcock herself also says that David Corenswet is returning as Superman in this movie.
Ooh, they're dropping that?
She said it because it was rumored. We talked about it, I think it was like a month or two ago, how he was rumored to be like filming a cameo or something in this film.
Mhm.
And it's some I think it's gonna be something small. But yeah, he's supposed to be in this film.
Yeah, that's crazy. Um, I just read something on Twitter that I wanted to bring up.
Hmm.
This is from GameSpot. So big, very reputable. Star Wars: The Fate of the Old Republic director says that the game will launch within the next 1,477 days. Do you know what is 1,477 days away?
Roman Reigns' next title run.
Yeah, that too. December 31st, 2029. Is that not what we just said? Is that not what we just said? Bro. Like, bro, what are we doing, bro? I don't know if that's a real quote from the director or if GameSpot is just trolling, but the fact that that popped up right after I brought it up on the pod is just, bro, you can't, that's just insane.
We know them too well, dude.
Dude, that is just crazy. Like,
We
dude,
know them too well.
yeah. Um, Holy crap, are these real? I need to get off Twitter, don't I?
Is it Doomsday? Go away. Don't read it.
Are
Don't look
those,
at it.
I'm not reading nothing, but is that real?
Don't look at it. We'll talk about it.
Holy crap. All right,
Don't look at it. We'll talk about
I
it.
scroll. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Let's talk about Stranger Things before you ruin what we're about to talk about. The season 5, volume 2 trailer came out, and ladies and gentlemen, this movie, no, sorry, this show comes out a week from this Thursday, and by the looks of it, I think we are going to get a lot of death in in this part of the season.
Yeah. I kind of wish I would have watched it more than once, like the trailer. I've only seen it once. It was this morning, I think. Wait, was it today that it came out or yesterday? Today?
I saw it today.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I saw it this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about the elephant in the room, which is the biggest piece. First, okay. Actually, there's two things I'd say. First of all, I'm not the biggest fan about how when we last saw Will, I mean, he looked insanely different. Like he just used his powers. We had that stare, wiped his nose, he was chilling. And then in this one, he's like scared and crying. I kind of don't really, that doesn't feel like the same character to me. But I also do understand that that is Will. Like, I'm not trying to.
I could see it as like he his powers really only come out when they need to come out.
Ooh, you think?
I don't know because I don't think he's going to be able to control them just like nothing straight out the gate. I think he's going to have to kind of get used to them.
Yeah. That's an interesting take. Um, the other thing we had talked about, and Evan even had brought up when we were doing the reviews, that we didn't really love Steve and Dustin's relationship in the first half. But then in this trailer chat, we get both of them saying, "If you die, I die." That to me was the perfect resemblance of their relationship together. That is just so cool to me. It's very much how me and Evan are, to be honest. Like, I'm just gonna be 100 like frank with you, chat. Very cool to see that. I loved it. But it was also a tad bit scary because I think there might be a chance that happens.
And it was a callback to like the first time they said that in like season 3 when they were doing all that stuff with the Russians. Because
Yeah.
I think Dustin said it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like them putting it in the trailer almost makes it feel like it's not going to happen
Really?
because we're all expecting it, and then they allude to it in the trailer, and it's like, oh, maybe it is going to happen, or maybe they're just trying to get us to think too much about it, and it really is going to happen, but then they want us to not think about it. I don't know.
What if nobody dies? Like, what if, like, literally just what if they kill him, the only person that dies is 8, and they just all live happily ever after?
I just feel like that's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me that even 11 lives?
Yeah. I From what we talked about earlier, she might.
Like,
I will say, there is a character that I think dies that will make some people mad. But from what I saw in the trailer, I don't know why they put her in it. So I just feel like she's gonna die. Whatever, I don't remember her name. The girlfriend of what's her face? Um,
Robin, the nurse.
Robin. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, all we see is a demodog and then her like turning and looking scared. I think she might die, bro. I'm just throwing that out there. There was no reason to put her in the trailer. Like that, in my
I can
opinion.
see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
that was the first thought I had when I saw it.
Like, oh, there's definitely a lot of people who I think are safe. I kind of want to save that for next week, when, like right before,
Ooh,
because
fair enough.
dude, there's so many people who I don't think are gonna die, but then
Yeah.
there's the couple that like I'm like, but no, I got that song stuck in my head, dude. The
Which one?
upside down.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's been in my head this whole time we've been filming.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But no, like, dude, honestly, we get to because they talk about too that everything that they knew about the upside down is just not what they thought it was. Because we're
Vecna
gonna find
once
out
again
exactly
looked
what it
insane.
is.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm very curious to find out what the upside down actually is.
Do you think we don't really know?
That's what they said in the trailer, but we're going to find out its exact origin. Who knows? That theory might be right. Like, it might be literally Hawkins just in the future. Like, it's when they lose and time stops, and that's just where it ends. It doesn't go anywhere past that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Wait though, hold on. I don't think that's I don't I think I found a debunk to that theory.
Hmm.
Because in season 4, when they went to the upside down, remember when Nancy was going to try to get her gun? And then
Hmm.
like they realized that the upside down was in the past.
Bro, what if it's the night of the play? That play that they're having back with like Joyce and Henry and Hopper and Mike's parents.
That would be cool.
That's like the night like something goes completely wrong, and that's the night that Henry meets the Mind Flayer and the Upside Down is made.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's one of those things where I like that we don't know. I like that we have no idea. That's cool to me because we're actually going into this with we got a week, bro. Like
1
literally,
week.
chat. We got a week till Christmas, bro. Chat. What do y'all want for Christmas? You didn't even tell us. Santa Evans Ray is here, bro. What y'all want?
We would like for you to share the channel with everybody you know and help us get monetized.
That's what we want for Christmas, chat. That's what we want for Christmas. Free, easy gift for y'all. Free, easy gift from
That's
y'all.
right.
Yep.
That's right. It's free. It just takes a little bit of time.
Yep.
I got Trey's gift sitting over there in a pile.
Yep. And a pile. This chat. He does too much, bro.
There's somewhere in there.
Hold on. The fact that he was able to move his camera, like I wouldn't even try that. That was crazy. That was a pool. Dude, I cannot wait till after Christmas because I have a funny story for it. I told you this last week. It's so funny, bro.
I know. I'm like eager to hear it. I can't. I'm not allowed to hear it yet.
You're not allowed to hear it yet. That is true. All right, let's get to the big dog.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Avengers Doomsday trailer was sent out to several influencers. They got to see the trailer. It's supposed to be releasing with Avatar,
Is that
Fire,
how it
and
happened?
Ash. I believe that's how it got leaked.
Wait a second though. Did um did Soups? He did a reaction video. I didn't watch it. Did he
He
actually show it?
reacted to it. He didn't show it. He like just had his face and he reacted. But it got leaked. And from what I understand, there's going to be 4 teaser trailers. There's one coming out every week, starting this week, with Avatar Fire and Ash. So we get 1 this week, 2 next week, 3 the following, and then we get the 4th. So we're going to break down what those topics are going to be for those trailers, what the focus of those trailers are going to be. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what was leaked today. Because, and Trey, I think, knows it a little bit now because he saw. But this is the this is the description. I've seen it myself, and if it is real, which I believe it is,
Keep
it's
talking,
phenomenal.
but give me one second.
Okay.
Just
Because, ladies and gentlemen, this trailer is going to bring back a beloved character. Beloved character. And it's something that we've been hearing it for a long time now. It's been heavily rumored. Like, it's a name that man, how long has it been? Probably since midsummer when all of this stuff started coming back. So this trailer brings back the one and the only Steve Rogers.
I have seen that. I've heard about that. Yeah.
So this is the description of the trailer. The trailer opens with Steve Rogers. He's arriving at his in-game home, the one that we see at the very end where he's with Peggy. So he gets off his motorcycle, takes and puts his helmet down on the bike, and he walks towards the house. So he goes into this house. We then see him go in, and he's holding up his Captain America suit that we last saw in Endgame. So he's looking at it, and he puts it down. He's kind of staring at it for a minute. And he puts it down, kind of just like thinking about maybe putting it back on. And then Then the final shot that we get to see of Steve, he's holding his son. Him and Peggy have a son, and he's just smiling, looking at his baby. And it cuts to black, and it says Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Dang, that's it.
That's the
Mm,
trailer. In the very, very end, there is a trailer, and the very end is a countdown. It's a doomsday clock, and it's a countdown, and it has 19 weeks on it. 19 weeks is roughly when Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out. So I think that's when we're going to get the official trailer.
oh, so these are so we're getting 4 teasers.
Yes. So that was teaser 1. Teaser 2 is supposed to be next week. Now we'll talk about what the focuses are going to be. So the first one was Cap. The second focus is supposed to be Thor. And this is a rumor, so we don't know this for sure, but it's rumored that the scene we're gonna get is Thor is like in the woods, and he's basically like talking or praying to Odin, and he's like talking about how he wants to get through this battle that he's in, and he wants to get back to his daughter. He wants to get back to his daughter. The third trailer is supposed to be all about Doom.
Mm,
And then the fourth one is going to be the official teaser trailer of the movie. But what's
interesting.
crazy is, think about this. It's showing Cap and then Thor, and they both have kids. And then you're gonna go to Doom. And it's been heavily rumored for a long time now that an incursion is what kills Doom's family, his wife and his child. So it's
So
showing all
that's
this
why
like
he's so mad.
because it's possible that Cap going back in time caused all of this. And that's why he's after Cap. But Cap's supposed to be the main character of this movie.
What? Cap's the main character?
I've heard he's the main character, and so Doctor Doom is hunting down Steve Rogers.
Interesting, bro.
He
That
might
is
even die.
ooh. Mm.
But there's a line in the game, and what's crazy is it seems like a throwaway line when you watch it, but now it makes so much more sense because Tony literally is talking to Steve, and um, I believe it's right after um the Avengers compound got destroyed because like Thanos shows up and Cap's like, "What the heck was that?" or something like that, and Tony's like, "When you mess with time, it tends to mess back."
Mm.
You take that line, well, Cap messed with time because he chose not to come back to the present after returning the stones, and he chose to stay with Peggy, messing up time. And who better to come back and mess with him other than the man who told him it? Well, the actor who told him it, Doctor Doom.
Wow.
So
That is that's deep, chat. That is exciting, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like um all of the stuff they're doing soon with trailers and everything they're doing, I feel like that this is better set up than what they actually did. It's really unfortunate.
dude, I'm serious. Everything that we keep hearing about this film, I'm excited. I've been saying it for months now. It's gonna do well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's it's going. It. I honestly think it's gonna make a profit.
That's good. I hope so.
I honestly think this is going to be anywhere between a 2.5 to $3 billion movie.
Wow. He's swinging for the fences, chat. You believe it's going to be a 2.5 to $3 billion movie?
Yep.
That's bold, but I like it. Bold, but
So
I like it.
that's what came out today. Um, I'm happy that we kind of got that too because that saves me the money from having to go see Avatar: Fire and Ash 4 times.
Fair. I do want to see it once. Yeah.
I would like to see it once.
Yeah.
Maybe, oh, man, maybe we should go in 3 weeks and see the official teaser trailer
Ooh. I like that.
because the first one comes out this week, Thor, then Doom, and then the official. Is
Yeah.
what is rumored. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that seems to be pretty consistent with all the reports that came out today.
Yeah. That's
But
exciting.
that is all of the trailer news that we got today, and over the past week.
Yeah, it's been a hefty week for trailers chat. Hefty week. By the way, you're getting
Hefty.
spammed with emails.
I know. It's insane. It's not even just emails. It's like every notification from my phone is like going to my computer. All right. Time for the mystery segment. We're going to break it up a little bit. Been talking a lot. I'm going to do something a little bit more fun other than reacting to news. This is my turn to host. So this is obviously Star Wars themed. This week we have a Star Wars character bracket.
Ooh.
You are choosing. Let's go with. We'll say the best character for each round. You're going to go through all of them. There are 16 total characters. So we're going to go through and see who wins. There is one condition. There's not a single Force user in this.
Oh. Yikes. All right.
Because I'm like, that's anybody who doesn't have Force ability is going to get beat.
Right.
Unless you're just like that special. So, yep, no Force users. These are the top 4 seeds. We have Han Solo, Boba Fett, Din Djarin, and Grand Admiral Thrawn. Those are the top 4 seeds. So, we're going best character, and we're going to start with matchup number 1. We have Han Solo versus Wedge Antilles.
Han Solo, baby.
So now, round 2. Hera Syndulla or Captain Rex?
Whew. Give me the captain. Give me the captain.
Rex.
The captain of the
right.
Ghost? No. No.
That would have been so funny. All right, number 3. Din Djarin versus IG-11.
Yeah, give me Dan. Give me Mando.
Okay. Cassian Andor versus Jyn Erso.
Ooh. Man. Jin had such an incredible arc, but I feel like Cassian does too because of the Andor show now.
Right.
Give me Andor.
All right. We have Boba Fett versus K2SO.
K2SO is cool, but give me Boba. Come on.
This next round's about to be hard. All right. Chewbacca versus Bo-Katan.
%, club, baby. Come on.
Oh my gosh. No way.
Give me Bo, baby. That's rough.
Unfortunate.
It is rough. I'm gonna be honest. I love Chewbacca chat. I don't want that to start getting thrown around. I don't like Chewie. That's the homie. But I do like Bo-Katan, bro.
He picked something to chew on over Chewie. Insane. All right.
Yeah.
This next matchup is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Admiral Thrawn versus Moff Gideon.
Dang. Gideon isn't bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go Thrawn.
Yeah.
But Gideon is not a bad pick there. That's a decent matchup. I like that.
And then final matchup before we go to the next round: Lando Calrissian or R2D2.
Give me R2.
All right. The next round is where it's going to get hard. So, round 2, we have Captain Solo versus Captain Rex.
Give me Captain Rex.
I knew you'd pick that. That's sad.
Come on, man.
I love Rex though.
I do like Han. I do like Han.
Mando versus Andor.
Mando.
Boba versus Bo-Katan.
Ooh. Historically, I gotta go Boba there.
Thrawn versus R2.
Sorry, little buddy, give me Thrawn.
All right, we're into the final four. Captain Rex versus Mando.
Oh my goodness. That's tough. Captain Rex and Mando. Give me Mando.
Mando. Wow.
I sound like such a noob fan chat for picking Mando. My bad.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Rex.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough. That was a tough one.
All right, Boba versus Thrawn.
Wow. Give me Thrawn.
Mando versus Thrawn.
I want you to know. There's 6 books up on that shelf. All have Thrawn in it.
And you're picking Mando.
And I'm picking Thrawn.
Man. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the outcome of who's going to win in Heir to the Empire.
Oh, chat. Could you imagine?
So Grand Admiral Thrawn won that bracket out of those 16 characters.
That was an interesting bracket. I really like that. That was enjoyable. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting Thrawn to come out of it, but he did.
Dude. If I'm looking at that list, Thrawn I definitely thought would be in the final. I honestly thought, if it was me thinking what you would think, I thought it was going to be Thrawn versus Rex.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Something about Mando, man. Mando's done a lot for Star Wars, and I'm very appreciative of that.
That's sick.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool list, bro. I'm gonna be honest, we're blowing through this a lot faster than I thought we would, bro.
How long have we been going?
Hour and 3.
Man.
We'll probably be done hour 20. Hour 25.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Here's the big one, chat. Hit him with it, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of exciting news when it comes to The Batman Part 2. This film is something that Trey and I are both extremely excited for. Like, the first one is phenomenal. One of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yep.
And they're confident that they're going to top it.
I'm excited for it, bro.
And honestly, before, because kind of we speculated a lot about what this movie's going to be about, what villain's going to be in it. And before, when they said they're going to top it, I kind of thought, I was like, how are they going to top it? Now I know how they're going to top it. Because I got to get it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they are adapting my favorite Batman story of all time into live action.
That's exciting.
That's The Long Halloween. Batman The Long Halloween. This story is phenomenal.
The cool thing is you've speculated on this for a while.
Yeah. Like, It makes perfect sense. Um, Basically, for those of you who do not know, yeah,
Isn't it an October release?
yes,
That's beautiful. That's
it's
that's beautiful.
October release. For those of you who do not know the story of The Long Halloween, for one, this takes place as year two Batman, which we know in the Batman he's in year two. Um, so he has that, and then the Penguin happened like right after the events of the Batman, and then it leads up to Christmas, and this takes place right after. The movie technically, I think, is taking place in the winter, is what it looks like. So it's going to be in the winter. I don't know if they're going to go shot for shot of what the story is, but it's going to probably going to have a lot of different parts from it. Um, but in the comic, it's called The Long Halloween because on Halloween there's a murder. Batman has no idea who it is, so he's trying to figure out who it is. Um, the murder happened on Halloween, and Batman just couldn't figure out who it was. Every month, though, on every big holiday, there is a new murder, and it takes Batman a year to find out who this killer is. And they call him the Holiday Killer because he kills on every main holiday, and it takes him 1 year. So that's the Long Halloween. Within this story, you have the origin of Two Faced, who is being cast for this movie. They're talking about casting for Harvey Dent currently and Harvey Dent's dad. So Brad Pitt was actually offered a role in this film as well. Some people speculate it could have been as Harvey Dent's dad. Um, Other people think that he was offered the role of Dr. Arkham, who is supposed to be in this movie. He's the doctor, the main doctor at Arkham Asylum, Jeremiah Arkham. So that's going to be in this film, I'm pretty sure. So we'll get to see Arkham some more.
I thought that was Hugo.
Hugo is a big scientist at Arkham, and he
Okay.
does work there. This is the founder of Arkham Asylum.
Okay.
So Dr. Arkham's going to have a small role in this film. What's crazy too, though, is Scarlett Johansson, which we talked about last week. It's heavily speculated now that she's playing Harvey Dent's wife, Gilda Dent.
Interesting.
But yeah, Brad Pitt did deny the offer to be in this film. He's not going to be a part of this movie.
Really?
As far as I'm aware of, I guess they had talks and nothing came out of it. So it doesn't seem like Brad Pitt's going to be in it.
Mm.
Oscar Isaac is still a potential for this movie, though. He was rumored to be like one of the people on the cast. So what if Oscar Isaac plays Two-Face?
I think I'd be fine with that. I think he'd kill it. We've seen him play incredible characters, bro. I mean, he was pretty good in Moon Knight, dude. And obviously, I love Poe Dameron, so
Miguel O'Hara.
not a big
Uh,
fan of that one.
yeah, he is. He is in the X-Men films too. He played Apocalypse
Wow.
in the live action movie. The movie's not great. He did great though. But dude, obviously, I don't expect it to be a shot for shot of the comic. But the fact that they're taking the gist of the story and possibly turning it into a movie, like a live action film, I'm so excited. Um, they have said too that the villain, like the main villain of this movie, is supposed to be a villain that's never been done in live action.
Ooh, do we have that list?
Well, they've never done the Holiday Killer,
Oh.
so that's a potential. Um,
Oh man, so
Obviously,
no Joker.
well, he won't be the main one. We might see him.
True.
Obviously, Two Face is not going to be the main villain. He'll be a part of it, but because the Joker technically does appear in this comic at a point when they are in Arkham Asylum. The Scarecrow is also in this. There's several different panels. The Riddler, like basically, there's a point in this comic where you get to see almost every villain in Arkham Asylum. Like Batman's entire rogues gallery is in a shot at one point.
Ooh.
You see the Mad Hatter, you see the Riddler, Poison Ivy. Like you see a lot. So Catwoman is also a big,
Have they done the
uh,
Mad Hatter?
not in live action.
I mean,
Well,
if
technically
you're,
Gotham,
yeah, I was about to say, are
but
you including Gotham?
maybe it's just filmed then. Because
Interesting.
honestly, the Mad Hatter would be a sick villain.
Yep. They haven't done Scarecrow, have they?
They did Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, this is the shot. You have like every Batman villain is like in this shot,
Jeez.
like Solomon Grundy. You got the Mad Hatter, Poison Ivy. So I don't know, bro. But thing is Zoe Kravitz is not supposed to be in this film, though. So if that's the case, then the Catwoman storyline is going to be taken out of this because they've kind of done that part of it a little bit in the first one with her finding out that Falcone is her dad.
Yep.
Uh, that's in this. She finds out that
Mhm.
out in this run. So I see why they're not going to put her in the film. Other than that, though, I still don't know. Like for a long time, they've talked about doing Hush. They've talked about doing Mr. Freeze. See, that's the thing. A lot of people thought Mr. Freeze because it's supposed to be in the winter.
Mr. Freeze would make sense. I remember when they released the first, like after the first one, remember they showed part 2 and part 3 and they had colors on them?
Yeah,
I remember everybody saying Mr. Freeze and Penguin for 2. But
Penguin would make a ton of sense just because of their show and setting them up.
yeah.
Um, I do think he is a part of this film, Colin Farrell. I don't know how big of a role he has.
Mm.
I can honestly see. I don't really know. Like the third one, that's why it kind of sucks that we're only getting a trilogy
Yeah.
because I feel like there's just so many stories to tell. But for one, though, it takes forever in between them because obviously we had delays, but Matt Reeves also takes a really long time to write
Yeah.
because he wants to make sure it's right. But like, yeah, like so it makes sense that they're doing three because Robert Pattinson's gonna be old by the time they're done making them. Uh, but only three stories in this universe is gonna kind of suck. That's why I feel like I'm just really wanting it to be DCU.
Yeah. Yeah. Just so much because especially if the second one hits the way the first one did, we're going to be sitting there like, "Bro, we want so much more of this because that first one was a banger." Are we thinking 3 hours for the next one or do we have any idea?
Oh, it wouldn't shock me if it was 3 hours. The first one, with how long of a story that was and just like how detailed it was, yeah, bro, I can see this being a 3 hour movie as well.
Yep. And it being 3 hours, it didn't feel slow to me. Like it felt like
No.
it was paced so good. So good.
What do you want to see in the sequel?
I really like that they're like you said they might go the direction of the Long Halloween. I think that's really cool. Everything I've heard about that story's from you, so obviously, you know. To be honest, I would love a fantastical villain. You know, I would really love a Mr. Freeze and something like that because in the last one we really didn't get that. So I think that would be really cool. I don't really know if they're gonna do Mr. Freeze. I think that'd be sick. If they do, they need to make it Arnold because you know it's the goat, right? You know what I'm saying? You know?
70-something-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah,
reprising his role.
yeah. I don't know. See, because like I recently finished. Obviously, you know this. I mean, during the pod, I have finished Gotham, and I really liked everything they did there. So some of that stuff I think would be cool. If they did a cool, I thought that version of Scarecrow was really good, like
Oh yeah,
really good. So I think a Scarecrow would be cool. Um, in terms of story, I don't really know.
I want to see more Jim Gordon too.
Yeah,
I feel like We got some Gordon in this last movie, but I want to see more of him and Batman working together.
So I don't remember. Is the Batman Part 1 going to be part of the Lego game?
Yeah,
Ah, their timing is so bad. Why couldn't they wait 2 years and give us the second one too?
it probably ended up being a DLC.
You think?
I could see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
At least skins. I don't know about story, but
Yeah.
yeah. But if they are doing stuff with comics and they are adapting the Long Halloween should probably have some type of influence in the game.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. That'd be sick, dude.
I'm still curious to see if they're going to capitalize on Robin, all that news that came out over the summer.
Dude, that's a good point. I honestly forgot all about Robin. So I don't know what I want to see. So if he is in this movie and see a year or two Robin, it's weird.
It is weird.
However, I think they could do it. I mean, obviously with the correct writing, it'll be fine. Um, but do you think we'll get like a 30-minute origin of Robin in this movie? Or like how do you think that would work? Like before they start the main plot?
To be honest, let me double check this because I want to make sure that I got the facts right before. So, if you're going comic wise, this is not the person who killed Robin's parents, but in Batman Forever, when they had Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face, he's the one who killed Robin's parents. So they've had Two Face be the killer of the Flying Graysons before, and you have Two Face in this movie. My only thing about it is I don't really see them doing an origin of Two Face, and then him also killing Dick Grayson's parents and becoming like that, having an origin as well. It'd be kind of cool. We get to see two origins in one film, but I don't know. You could have the Penguin kill his parents if it's Dick Grayson.
Hmm. Dude, that could be interesting.
Because you could at least introduce a Robin, and then maybe like he's joining him at the end of the movie, and then sets it up for the third one where you have Batman and Robin,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Man.
then he's a little bit more experienced.
So do you think the third one will be Batman and Robin, or how do you think they're?
Right now it's too soon to tell because I don't think you introduce the Joker in this universe and you not have him. So
Yeah.
I think the Joker has to be part of the third one. I don't know in what capacity. Um,
Mm.
Maybe it'll be the Joker and Penguin. They team up, and you have it's going to be just like Scooby Doo meets Batman and Robin.
The
Fight the Joker.
unfortunate thing is, as good as I think this trilogy is going to end up being in the long run, and as great as I think the first one was, because I do think it was the greatest DC film they've ever done, I want the stories from the DCU Batman to shatter these. Just because I just want it to be good. And if they
I know.
shatter these, bro, as good as we know the first one was, and as good as we think the second one's going to be, if the DCU Batman is better, that'll be insane. Like, absolutely insane.
I'm just I just wish it was Pattinson, bro. He's so good.
Yeah. If it was these, I would. Jeez. Yeah, if it was those, I read a text. My bad, chat. If it was those, um, I'd be fine with that. But I want more than 3. That's it.
Yeah, you, that's the thing. You gotta cast somebody young enough.
Yeah, my boy Evan, chat. My boy Evan,
Not,
cast my boy as Batman, bro.
dude, you know how much weight I gotta put on to be Batman?
Dude, I can be Solomon Grundy. Born on a
Halloween
Monday.
costume. You've heard it here first, chat. We're gonna be Batman and Solomon Grundy for
That's what I'm
Halloween
saying,
next year.
bro.
Born on a Monday.
That's what I'm saying,
My gosh. Oh, good old Butch.
dude. Yeah. See, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You thought I didn't say it, but yeah, that's the thing. It's like if they do give us Pattinson's Batman and Pattinson's that universe as the DCU, we're gonna be happy. If they don't, I hope that Gunn does better. Like, I hope that makes sense the way I'm saying it, but it's one of those things where it's but it's also really high expectation to have.
I trust James Gunn. I just don't know how I feel now that Netflix is in the ring with him.
Yeah, now that they got their hands in the cookie jar. Yeah.
I don't think I like it, bro.
I get that take. I hope Netflix. One thing I hate is when these gigantic companies, Netflix, Disney, when they buy IPs because they know it's a moneymaker, and then they start putting their hands in it. Like, come on, bro.
It's gonna ruin it.
Let them cook. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. Let it cook. Let it go. Don't take me wrong. I know that Disney's made a lot of money with Star Wars, but that period leading up to, actually, I don't know, man. Those first few years in the Disney umbrella, it was thriving. It was thriving.
It was.
So I can't really say that because after Force Awakens, it was doing really good. So, but I just hope that Netflix doesn't get too greedy with it and start messing with James Gunn. I think that's really the big thing. He has his plan. Let him run it. Just let him keep his flow. Let him do it. Superman was great. Supergirl sounds like it's gonna end up being great. Leave him alone. And obviously the Batman stuff is incredible. So yeah, I don't know.
Starts filming, I think April or May, same time as Man of Tomorrow.
Wow. Really quickly, I did want to throw this out there. I forgot to add it in news and rumors. Um, Daisy Ridley was on a talk show. I don't know which one it was. They asked her if the Ray film was still in production and asked if it was going to begin filming soon. She smiled and said perhaps. So they might still be doing it. I'm cool with it.
I'd rather have fun for Ben Solo.
Oh, 100%. 100% agree. Would rather have Hunt for Ben Solo. But if they're doing it, I'm fine with that too.
Yep.
I would, of course, I prefer both. And honestly, with the whole gaming stuff, I feel a lot better right now than I did about a month or 2 months ago. On the Star Wars side of things, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. The gaming stuff definitely helped recently. So it didn't help as much as Battlefront 3 would. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, next Thursday, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Evan did say Christmas, yeah.
We'll get the announcement.
Yeah. That's exciting. That's exciting. Did we hit it all?
Done.
Did we hit it all? Chat, there was another one, baby. Another banger. Episode what? That was the LeBron episode, 23. Dang.
Jordan?
Nah, LeBron. LeBron episode, chat. LeBron episode. Next week, we got Kobe. That's sick. Yeah.
That's fair. Next week's the Kobe
We can
week.
compromise on that one, yeah.
We'll take the Kobe week.
I don't even know what 25 is.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Mark McGuire. Oh, freak. I don't even remember what football. Reggie Bush.
Yep.
I'd be cool with that.
No, he was 20.
Not in the pros.
I thought he was 20 in the pros.
Am I insane? He was 25 on the Saints.
Oh, the Saints? I'm thinking of the Lions.
Reggie? Nah,
no,
bro.
I'm thinking of Barry Sanders.
You're thinking Barry, bro. Yeah.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah. Now Reggie Bush. Yep. Yeah, chat. That was another banger. We're excited for next week. What do we have? 2 left on the year?
Yep.
We got to make them bangers, chat. Hope you guys are excited. Stay tuned for another banger coming at you from the Nerd Bros. We'll see y'all in the next one. We got one more until Christmas, chat. See y'all then, baby. Oh.